Good morning, guys, and welcome to today's camp morning routine video. If you hear some noises in the background of this voiceover, it's because baby girl is doing some tummy time. But let's jump into this morning. On this morning, baby girl actually woke me up at 6:09. She slept through the night this night, which this is still a very variable thing. Some nights she wakes up once, some nights she sleeps through the night. And the morning that I filmed this just so happened to be one of the nights that she slept all the way through. So she usually wakes me up not by crying, but by kicking her little feet and making some grunting noises. So at that point, I took her out of her bassinet and got her little sleep sack unzipped so that she could stretch. Now, on the nights that she does sleep through the night, I will go ahead and up her bottle to a 6-ounce bottle. I do bring 4-ounce bottles up to my room overnight so that I have those ready to go if she wakes up. But like I said, when she does sleep through the night, I do bump it up to 6 ounces since she usually wakes up pretty hungry. And the formula that we are using for her is the By Heart Whole Nutrition Infant Formula. I've posted a bunch about this over on my other social media platforms. We've really been enjoying using this, and it was a formula that Lily transitioned over to really well after we stopped our breastfeeding journey. And so here I am putting 3 scoops of that into her bottle, since it is 1 scoop per 2 ounces of water for this formula. And then recently we have been trying out warm bottles for her. So here I am shaking up the formula before going ahead and sticking it in my Grownsy bottle warmer. I'm just double checking here on the side how long to warm a 6-ounce bottle for, since like I said, normally she's taking 4-ounce bottles. Okay guys, today's video is sponsored by Grownsy. Grownsy is a manufacturer of baby products. 3 of their most known are actually on this box here. The first one being their baby food maker, which I actually did pick up. Obviously, Lily is not of baby food eating age yet. She's only 2 months old, so I am putting that on the back burner for now, and I cannot wait to try it once she is able to eat purees, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated. The next baby product that they're known for is their nasal aspirator, but the one that I've been giving a go and the one that I want to share in today's video is actually their bottle warmer. Now, I don't know why I never had one of these with the boys. We actually didn't start warming their bottles until we started using the pre-made formula that you had to like keep in the fridge after it was opened. And so obviously it was very cold when we took it out of the fridge, but we used to heat their bottles up in like the old-fashioned way where you boiled a pot of water and then placed the formula in your bottle like this into the boiling water, and we would wait for the boys' bottles to warm. However, that leaves a lot of room for error, because if you did not heat up the pot of water to the same temperature every single time, the time it took to heat up the bottle was always so variable, and the temperature at which the bottle heated up to was also super variable. But with a bottle warmer, it takes all of that thought out of it, and I don't know why we never got one of these with the boys. I'm so excited to have one of these with Lily because it just makes heating and warming bottles so extremely easy. Grownsy's bottle warmer actually has 8 functions in one. I will list them all here on the screen. But to run through a few of the functions and give you guys kind of my review on the product, obviously it has the fast warm function where you place your bottle into the bottle warmer, and based on how many ounces you are making, you can heat your bottle at different speeds. I think for a 4-ounce bottle, which is what Lily is taking now, it takes just 3 minutes to heat up, which is so fast and easy. And because you are using a bottle warmer, it's always going to be that 3 minutes, and it's always going to warm up to that same temperature. So there's no room for error, and you get a lot of consistency in your bottles for your baby. I think a 6-ounce bottle, which I made her this morning, took like 4.5 minutes, which is so extremely fast comparatively to boiling a pot of water and then waiting for the bottle to warm up after that. But not only does it have the fast warm function, it also has a keep warm function, which is great for overnight feeds. You can actually place your bottle into the bottle warmer and it will warm it at a much slower pace and then keep it warm for a much longer period of time based on how many hours your baby is sleeping through the night. And then once you wake up to feed your baby, the bottle's already warmed and ready to go. The product is super small and sleek, so it would fit on a nightstand. We have ours on the counter downstairs, but it would fit on my nightstand. If I had extra plugs to be able to plug it in behind my nightstand, I definitely would keep it there. But it is definitely small and sleek and able to be kept on a nightstand, so you can use that slower warm function overnight, which I think is really cool. I had no idea that you can even get a bottle warmer to do something like that. You can sterilize bottles, you can thaw frozen bottles. I think you can even cook food, if I'm not mistaken, because there is a food button on it. Obviously, I have not tried that yet, but there are many different functions on this Grownsy bottle warmer, and I am so glad to have this in my baby gear collection now. If you guys are in the market for a bottle warmer, I definitely recommend checking out Grownsy's. I will have a link down below for you guys. I believe you can get 10% off your Grownsy purchase. And like I said, they have more things over on their website that they're also known for besides the bottle warmer. But I think something like 9 million moms have used their baby products and have loved them. So I definitely recommend giving Grownsy a go if you guys are in the market for a bottle warmer or any of the other products that they feature over on their website. So thank you to Grownsy for sponsoring today's video. I'm going to get back to bedtime routine, which is what I'm working on right now, and we'll jump back into the morning routine video. Once her bottle is warmed and ready to go, I head back upstairs. She is pretty content during this time in the morning. She's actually the happiest when she wakes up in the morning. And don't worry, Harris is in the bed with her. I didn't leave her completely unattended, but she is not showing any signs of rolling at this point, so I have nothing to worry about in terms of that. At this point, I'll go ahead and turn the sound machine off. She is very hungry. As you can see, she has officially found her hands, so she will chomp on those and show me that she is very hungry. But at this point, I go ahead and take her sleep sack completely off. This is the Kaya Baby sleep sack that I shared in a few vlogs back. We've still really been enjoying using this. And like I said, she hasn't shown any signs of rolling yet, so I do still keep her hands like tucked in the little hand pockets. So when I feed her in our bed, I just go ahead and lay her on my legs. She is definitely getting a little bit long for this. When the boys were this age, we were feeding them on the Twinsy nursing pillow. I never got a boppy pillow this time around for just like one baby, so I definitely need to figure out something for when she actually does outgrow feeding on my legs. But for the time being, she does like to just lounge on my legs, and I find that it's the perfect amount of incline for her with her reflux. So start time for this bottle is about 6:20. She has been doing a lot better at feeding a lot more efficiently. I'm showing you her little hands. Look at her little hair growing in. I cannot wait to see her get a little fluffy head like the boys used to have. But typically about 2 to 3 ounces in is when I will do her first burp. I'm still burping her pretty frequently throughout the bottle since she does still take a little bit of air in. We have her ENT appointment this week coming up to hopefully get that laryngomalacia diagnosis, but she has been doing a lot better overall with her feedings. Like I said, she is the happiest in the morning after she wakes up, so here are some big smiles that I got out of her. And then I went ahead and tried to finish the bottle with her. I think she wound up taking, about 5.5 ounces, which is pretty good for her. And then at this point, I do go ahead and change her diaper. I kind of found her pattern where she would poop in between feeds, so I always go ahead and wait to change her until either she does that or after the feeding. I keep my little diaper caddy here on the side of my bed, and you can see here I have our diapers, wipes, the A&D ointment that we use as a diaper rash cream. I have another compartment full of like miscellaneous things that I might need throughout the night for her. We are using the Pampers Swaddlers diapers, which I did go ahead and use for the boys, and I really like them. But I do go ahead and change her after she finishes her bottle. Once her diaper is changed, it is then time for me to get myself together. Like I said, she's doing a lot better. 20 minutes for 5.5 ounces is really good for her. I will go ahead and lay her in the middle of my bed. And like I said, Harris is up. At this point, the boys were still asleep on this day. They actually slept in. So I went ahead and quickly threw myself together. I'm in the point of motherhood where I basically wear my hair up every single day. I'll throw it up in a claw clip and just like curl my front pieces. These toothbrushes are the ultra sensitive ones by Colgate. They are so nice on your teeth if you have sensitive teeth. I will link them down below, but I will quickly get myself dressed, throw my hair together, brush my teeth, do all that jazz, and then I'll go ahead and bring my catty down since I do keep this in the living room throughout the day. I don't really go upstairs and change her in her room all that much just yet, but here we are doing a little outfit check, and then I will go ahead and bring her down. Lily loves the Baby Bjorn, which the boys really like this as well, and it's the perfect baby item to set her down in. So I go ahead and place her in that, and the boys were still sleeping at this point. I did prep their chocolate milk for when they wake up. They've been drinking chocolate milk every morning since they were like 3 years old, and they still expect it. So I go ahead and usually do like 2/3 chocolate milk, 1/3 whole milk, just so it's not overly sweet. And the sippy cups that I use for them are by Nubia, I believe. I think we got these for them last Hanukkah or the Hanukkah before that. We still have these sippy cups. The boys really like them, and so I went ahead and prepped their chocolate milk for when they woke up. Everything that I do in the morning and the order that I do it is pretty much the same, give or take, when either Lily or the boys wake up. So if the boys were already awake, they would be having their chocolate milk on the couch, and I would go ahead and do these things. But because they were still sleeping, I just went ahead and started on all my miscellaneous chores for the morning. So emptying the dishwasher, I have to go ahead and wash her bottles from the night before or that morning. And since she slept through the night, we only had one bottle to wash this morning. So I went ahead and did that. And then at this point, Ben was stirring. I went ahead and turned their sound machine light on so they knew that I was coming in shortly. I went ahead and made my coffee for the morning. I've really been enjoying the Chobani creamers, and this one here in, I think, like cinnamon coffee cake is so good. And I made myself a waffle with peanut butter and syrup for breakfast. And then I went ahead and threw out the diapers that I had in my room from the night before. And then I finally got the boys chocolate milk and went up to their room to get them up for the day. Once I go in the boys' room, I turn their fan off, I turn their sound machine off. We still use the sound machine for them. I have no idea when or if I'm ever going to stop that with them, but I went ahead and turned their hatch off, I turned their light on. They will then grab their chocolate milk and head over to the bathroom. Jackie was not pleased with the color of his cup this morning. He wanted the yellow one, so he was a little bit upset about that. But while they go to the bathroom, this is normally the time when Lily starts to get tired and ready for her first nap of the day. Her wake windows so far are anywhere between an hour and an hour and a half. I typically get like an hour and 15-ish minutes from her in the morning. And since I have a lot to do in the morning and she is a contact nap only kind of girl, I do go ahead and throw her in one of my carriers so that she can nap and I can get done what I need to get done. This carrier here is by Wildbird. It's their aerial carrier. I love this thing. My friend Casey got it for me as a baby shower gift, and I am so grateful she did because I don't know what I would do without this. I use this one in the morning because it's easy to get her out of if she is still sleeping by the time we have to leave and I have to put her in her car seat. So I just go ahead, I'm showing you here how I get her in, I get her comfortable, I scoop her legs to make sure that her hips are in the right position, and then she will doze off here shortly. Now you're probably wondering, what do the boys eat for breakfast? In this stage of having a newborn, I have become very lax with them. If they want a bag of Little Bite muffins, that is what they're going to have for breakfast. It takes the cooking portion out of it for me, and it's just easy in these early days where I'm trying to juggle a newborn and the boys and get them off to camp. So most mornings they will have some muffins. Sometimes they'll only have a yogurt. If they wanted me to make them breakfast, I would, but lately they've been just wanting the Little Bite muffins. So I hand those off to the boys and I get started on packing lunches for the day. Ben is still a PB&J kind of guy, so he has a PB&J. Jack always just wants a slice of cinnamon toast, which is super easy for me. And then I do a snack, a fruit, a pouch of some sort, and then I also added raisins in here because I had a little bit of those left. I will link these bento boxes down below along with like their lunch boxes, sippy cups, anything else I share in this video. So once their lunches are packed, I go ahead and get them into their lunch box with an ice pack so that they're kept cold until lunchtime for camp. These are their state bag lunch boxes that go with their matching backpacks for school, but I'm not using those backpacks for camp just on the off chance that they got very dirty. But the lunch boxes I'm still using. Once lunch boxes and waters are packed and ready to go, it is then time to pack their camp bags. So every day for camp, they wear a shirt there and they wear a bathing suit there, and then I have to pack an alternate bathing suit since they go in the pool 2 times, and then a change of underwear and a change of shorts. On this day, they were doing like theme days this week, so it was actually color run day. So I had bought plain white shirts for that, but I did want to pack alternate shirts for them to change into so that the powder from the color run didn't get all over their car seats. I know, very extra and very anal of me, but I was just trying to think ahead so that I didn't have to change them once they got back and I had to then feed Lily again. I just try and prepare for myself to keep things as easy and as seamless as possible with a newborn and the boys. So these are the plain white shirts I picked up this past week at Michael's. They were all sold out of the youth sizes, no, the toddler sizes, so I had to buy a small youth, which wound up being a little bit big on the boys, but it worked for what it was needed for. And then this is the first pair of bathing suits that I laid out for them to wear. And once bags are packed, I actually load them into the car now so that when we're heading out later and I have Lily in the car seat or stroller, I don't have to also carry all the bags out. At this point, it's about 8. We typically head out around 8:30, so the boys had some time to kill. They asked if they could color for a little bit, so they went ahead and did that. And then they also requested an applesauce, so I went ahead and brought that over to them. And then around 8:15 is the time that we will get them all dressed and ready for camp. The boys, here they are cheersing their applesauces. They've been doing really well independently putting their sneakers on, so Ben grabbed his and got started on his. And then since Jack's have laces, I will go ahead and tie those up for him. Here they are playing with Lily once I got her in her car seat, trying to keep her happy because if you're familiar with my vlogs, you would know Lily hates her car seat and hates the car. So here she is actually smiling at Jack, who is kind of teasing her with her binky, but she really liked that game. I then go ahead and pack my little crossbody bag. I will grab Lily in her doona and we will head out to the car. Harris also, I think, was leaving around the same time as us this day, so he was actually outside with the boys. So they weren't left unattended. They actually ran out to Harris and I followed by with Lily. And then it's time to just get all the kids loaded into the car and we head off to get them off to camp. So this is what my morning has looked like the past 6 weeks with the boys being in camp. And I hope you guys enjoyed getting a little glimpse at it. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and we'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.